For the last time, this is the Tokyo Bada 23 Sneaker Channel 最後のTokyo Bada 23 Sneaker Channel です。明日からチャンネル名を変えます。And we're changing the channel name tomorrow. We're rebranding tomorrow. Check in for that video, please do. It's been a few weeks that I've been talking to you guys out there about rebranding the channel, and we finally come to a conclusion. Tomorrow is the last day of May, and I thought that's a good day to rebrand the channel and start June off with a new channel name. So please check out that tomorrow. But for the last time, this is the Tokyo Bada 23 Sneaker Channel, and today we are going to be checking out the Yeezy 350 V2 Blacks that are dropping real soon. Now, when was the last time that you got excited looking at a sneaker or an upcoming sneaker? You know, you're checking out the sneakers that are due to drop, and it's like even the Bread 4s, like we knew they were coming, and they're you know, we've seen Bread 4s a lot, if you know what I'm saying. That they're not a new sneaker, shall we say. They've dropped 5 different times with 2 different variants with that different heel branding on there. But you didn't get excited about it, you know. You anticipated it, you looked forward to it. But when I was researching these Yeezy 350 V2 Blacks and I saw something about them, wow, I got excited. I really got excited about this sneaker, and I'm really looking forward to telling you guys at home these features of this sneaker, or these sneakers, because there's more than one sneaker, which is one of the reasons why I got excited about the upcoming release, which is in about 10 days time, of the Adidas Yeezy 350 V2 Black. As I said in the introduction, today is all about the Adidas 350 V, and I don't cut out my flub, so I'm going to leave that in there. As I said in the introduction, today is all about the Adidas Yeezy 350 V2 Blacks, which are dropping real soon. Before we get into that, I'll just ask you guys to hit me up with a subscribe, please. I'm gradually growing this channel. I'm really happy to be on that cusp of 300 and get past 300. It's nice to be on my way to have my channel growing, but I do want to grow it even more, so please hit that subscribe down below. 登録お願いします。もう300人近い以上、300人以上どっちかわかんないね、今のは。あともうちょっと300人以上になりますので、登録をすると、感動しますので、登録お願いします。And so let's get into these sneakers. There's a few things to talk about in there. I thought the main thing that I was going to talk to you guys at home about was the Pirate Blacks. So originally the 350 V1s. I don't even know if they were called V1s at the time, because you don't usually call the first sneaker V1 because you don't know it's the first sneaker until there's a second sneaker. So I don't know if they were called V1s at the time. They might just have been called Adidas Yeezy 350s, but we'll call it V1 for now. But anyway, there were a few really classic colorways, but one of the main ones was the Pirate Black colorway, which is a really iconic colorway in the V1 line, and this V2 colorway really echoes that. And I really think the main feature of it, the thing that people will gravitate towards the most, is that tiny little bit of red stitching on the pull tab on the heel, which you can see up here in this sort of screenshot here, which echoes that Pirate Black with the little red stitching. There's no other coloring on here. The breads, can we call them the bread V2s, with the all black upper with the red writing on it, that had a lot more red in it than the Pirate Blacks do, and these upcoming Blacks do as well. So that red stitching there across the pull tab on the heel, is a real big feature. Even though it's a small feature, it's a big draw to these sneakers. And then you've got that translucent stripe on the side. I've been hypercritical of the translucent stripe on the side, and I'm going to chuck up a screenshot here. Is it the hyperspace? Or is it the terraforms? I can't remember which, but I'll chuck it up anyway. And the problem is that I thought in my opinion, mostly the translucent stripe on the side, the yellowing and the colouring on there really wasn't on point. But if you look at these blacks, the V2 Blacks, they've gone for a coloured translucent stripe, so it's not actually that translucent really. So it's an all solid black colour, but they really have put the colour into that translucent stripe, which I think is to the benefit of the sneaker. Sometimes that stripe on the side, it's a bit missed for me, but in the case of these guys, it's definitely a hit. But speaking of that, I want to be clear for you guys at home, and maybe you know this and maybe you don't, but when we get the triple black colorways from Adidas, Oftentimes people think it comes with black Boost on it, but the Boost itself is not black, okay? The Boost itself is still white, and they just paint over the outside edges of that. So I have a couple of pairs of triple blacks. I have a triple black Ultra Boost 3.0 and a triple black M&D R1 Japan pack. And both of them have the Boost coloured in black on the outside, but when you turn them upside down and look at the outsole, they both come with an outsole with little windows through to the midsole Boost, and you can see that the Boost is actually white, and you can see from the screenshot up here that in the case of the Yeezys as well, it's exactly the same. The Boost itself remains white, even though the whole total colourway is a sort of triple black effect. Okay, and then the last thing that I want to talk about, I think it's the last thing that I want to talk about, and I didn't see this coming, is the reflectives. It turns out there's two of these bad boys dropping. One on June the 7th. I think the reflectives are due to drop on June the 7th, and the non-reflectives are due to drop on June the 8th. And that kind of echoes 6 months ago in late December when the statics dropped for the first time. I think it was it Boxing Day, December 26th, and then the reflectives as well. They were two different sneakers in a way. I remember researching that and thinking the statics were reflective, but it was actually two different sneakers, a static variant and a static reflective variant, and that apparently is what we've got here with these blacks, and they're dropping on 2 different days. So you've got that pure black with hints of reflection in there. I'm not saying they don't reflect at all, but then you've got these right here that are just like fire, literally fire popping with that 3M reflecting going on there. And when I saw these, it was these that really got my heart racing, got my pulse pumping, and I was like, whoa, look at those things, man. And it's cool that I can show you this, these two pictures going back and forward here. I think this really helps people to see the difference between the two. When you're just looking at a reflective 3M sneaker, you're just, you see it, but you've got to see it in contrast to what it isn't. So by doing what I'm doing up here right now, you'll be able to see both the full black and then the 3M reflective going on there as well, which is a really, really popping sneaker. I think these are absolutely phenomenal looking. I think they're a great looking sneaker. I think they're going to sell out in a heartbeat, and it's going to be very, very hard for anybody to get their hands on either of these. As far as I know, like I said, the reflectives dropping on June the 7th and the regulars on June the 8th, both of which I think are going to sell really well. For now, it's time for me to check off and sign out and say thanks for checking in. Tomorrow I'll be back with that rebranding video when we talk about the new channel name and the new direction that the channel is going to take. For now, it's time for me to sign off and do what I do at the end of every single video, which is point at the camera and say see you tomorrow.